We bought a property which was in the front garden 9 years ago. We moved into that. It was a 1920s chalet bungalow. And then we built this in the back garden, moved into this one, demolished that one, built the garages. So we finally moved into the house that we're in at the moment about 5 years ago. We had a new neighbour move in approximately 3 years ago, and she was saying that we had altered the boundary since we moved in and in between her viewing and her purchasing. But then we had a letter from her solicitor saying that they were going to issue proceedings for trespass against us, and also, without further reference to us, a fence was going to be erected that was going to annex a large chunk of our back garden. And true to her word, 2 weeks later, 8 o'clock in the morning, we heard the sound of a chainsaw, went outside, a fence panel had been removed, and a mature home oak tree was being felled. So that was the challenge now, to get a fixed boundary that would suit her, suit us, and from there we actually went on to appointing a chartered surveyor, and next door appointed a chartered surveyor, and extensive plans were drawn up and reports made, and what was incredible was they virtually agreed. So it was decided that the two chartered surveyors would meet up, hands were shaken, this is how it's going to be. Then 4 weeks later, our neighbour reneged on the deal. So I sought legal advice, and the advice was to contact Stephensons. We had a letter saying, I have advised my client to settle. And the settlement was that the boundary would be as it was when we moved here, as it was when next door moved here. And on top of that, as a little bonus to myself, there was compensation for the tree, and next door will also have to pay a high proportion of all the legal costs that have been incurred. Absolutely superb. The quality, the quality of the letters, they're succinct, they're to the point, the speed of any response, the constant reassurance. It's very difficult for anyone who hasn't been involved in a boundary dispute to actually realise the stress and distress that it causes the family. And we cannot thank Stephensons enough for the work and the manner and the way the whole case was dealt with from the beginning. To have the end, have the result, and to have it completely finished, it was very, very good, and we're still elated today.